we lost Keith. Well, this will make it a better show already. I like
it. Shit.
We were just talking about firing you, and then Keith just goes away.
Dude, that was about to be the best show ever with no Keith. That was perfect. I'm not really sure how that happened.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. It was like counting down, and all of a sudden my whole screen goes black, and it's like something's going on. And I'm like, what?
I like our new producer more and more. Good job, Peyton. He just kicked Keith right the fuck out of here.
Wait, did he do that because I said I was going to fire him?
Maybe it would have been worthwhile.
Bernie, the mustache looks fine. He's like doing the Zoom camera.
No, you got to.
Like tweaking everything. Jeez, oh Pete. So,
it almost worked. Revenge, you asshole.
Hey, I finally have a fan club. I mean, it's one person who said they
Elizabeth doesn't count.
And neither does your mom.
No, well, neither one of them would actually like my stuff. So I mean,
yeah, she's not the one. I promise you that.
I got somebody on Instagram tell me they're excited to see me bitch and moan every morning about working out. I mean, so they're like showing up. So I finally got a fan. One fan.
Nice.
So I'm getting really good at the bitching and moaning thing. So maybe I should do that more often.
Let's not. You do it plenty.
Hey, look here. Who invited you?
Everybody but you.
Yeah, fire that guy. Jeez, oh Pete.
We keep trying.
Sorry, Peyton. That's twice.
Well,
morning, Sean.
Anybody do anything exciting, crazy, funny?
I got to watch my Lions lose yesterday. Second half just fell apart.
Painful, Bernie. Painful.
I actually had to Google who was going to the Super Bowl. Wait, can you say that now? We probably just got sued, and that just cost us $100,000.
Yep.
So if you're gonna watch the big fucking stupid ass game because you can't say the real thing because assholes copyrighted the stupid fucking thing. Not that I'm bitter.
Well, they're saying in less than 5 years it'll be a pay-per-view event.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's why they did the whole Peacock thing for that playoff game with Miami and Kansas City, was to test the market to see if people would be willing to pay for streaming services.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, this is
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, this is just a money grab at that point, if that's what happens.
Yeah, it always is.
Freaking crazy. Keith, I thought you were going to wear different hats every time. You keep showing up.
Yeah, I thought about it. And some of the hats I have, I don't like. So,
really, he just didn't want to.
I kind of like this. This hat's kind of comfortable. So, I can switch hats. What do you want? Here, I got.
I mean, anything to cover the face up. Like, see, much better. You get the duck.
There you go. There you go.
I always get compliments when I go out in public with this hat. They're like, yeah.
Except you look like nothing even close to somebody who should be on that farm.
Yeah, dude. I look like one of the bulls.
You look like you look like
you said that. Not Dottie, you did.
Who's the main badass in that series?
Beth Dutton.
No, Beth, of course, but who's the dude?
Oh, Kevin, what's his face?
Yeah, but what's his character's name?
I don't fucking know. Mr. Dutton.
Nobody knows.
Not Kevin Costner. Yeah, the dude in the black hat and the really Rip. So Keith looks like the Rip actor, but back in the good days with the Matthew McConaughey movie and stuff, like the afro and the red hair and everything. So before he looked cool. Yeah, that's how Keith.
I'm like, I always get compared to Jonah Hill before he lost all that weight. Richard Price put his comment up there, man. He said it right. What is it? $50 to park at Cowboy Stadium, and
you can't.
$14 for a beer.
$50 to tailgate. I'm out. I'll stay at my house. Yeah. Right? There's no damn point. Well, I'm excited about today's guest. This should be an absolute hoot. Oh, and two things. We're letting our big German Shepherd run the house for the first time, so out of the cage. So this should be chaos. 150-pound dog running around with the new puppy. So if y'all hear barking and shit, that's what it's going to be. But today's guest is going to be absolutely a blast. She has been a dear friend for quite a while.
Oh, it's a girl. It's a girl.
and has one of the greatest accents of all time, and is probably one of the biggest influencers I really know very, very,
Oh, I
very
know who it
well.
is now.
And has a
It has
lot
been
of fun.
it has been a while since we've
Right?
chatted.
Freaking has amassed huge ass following in one of the most difficult professions on the planet for social media to put out content and the like. So y'all get ready for my dear friend and the awesome and wonderful Miss Ariel Lee. Ariel!
Hey, Ariel.
Hey.
I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I didn't know, I guess, until a couple days ago when Donnie sent the StreamYard link that it was like a secret reveal thing. And I'm sorry because you said about my accent and my voice is so jacked up. So I've been in New Orleans.
Oh, trust me, your accent's still there. You're fine.
But I've been in New Orleans since Thursday, and I don't know if it's like the combination of the woo girl, like at celebrations, or we spent.
Wait, what kind of place was it that you were wooing at?
So it was the annual summit for the Alzheimer's Association. So there's lots of cheering and celebrating when people share their stories. But we also on Friday night we're out much past my bedtime at
like you do at a
piano
conference
bar, and it was like a sing-along thing, and I don't miss a word in any song ever, but I was right next to the piano, so I had to kind of scream, and I'm feeling it this morning. But I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Can I take a guess that you do country music?
Well, I mean, it was all kinds of music, but yeah, the if I were to do karaoke,
I mean,
country music,
can you imagine Celine Dion with a country twang?
I can for my Detroit friend. Like I can karaoke Carrie Underwood and Eminem equally well. Like I'm really, I am multi.
All right, how do we get Ariel to the summit this year so we can put her on stage
Right?
with karaoke
Do
so
the
we can see this
karaoke.
live?
I would do it in a heartbeat.
We might be working on that.
Maybe.
We might be working on that. So.
I promise to try not to lose my voice.
Well, don't guarantee that. We actually do a karaoke night at the summit.
We do.
Ariel,
and we lose our voices by the next day.
Yeah.
Every
There you
time.
go.
I don't.
That's the way it should be.
I don't because
Yeah.
this
don't
is
sing.
Scuttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want this on stage.
There
You
you
don't
go.
want
Ariel, yeah, your ears should have been ringing. I've been talking about you for like the last 6 weeks too.
Well, I have been getting some great connections that are. I feel like you guys are both throwing them at me. I've got all kinds of brotherly love in my DMs. Like Keith or Donnie said that I had to connect with you.
Well, there's a lot of people that are asking, hey, I want to follow someone to learn, LinkedIn. I'm like, well, okay, go follow this person right here and just listen to what she says and what she does. And then there's an Edward Jones rep in Canada, and I'm like, you need to go follow her. And
well,
everything else. And she knows you.
She did.
Because I do a every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I do a Zoom specifically, and I'm not supposed to say who I am or what I do or where I do it on any sort of recorded medium. But for people who work for my company and do what I do, I hold a free like kind of strategy why I do what I do and how I do it and all that kind of stuff. If you are not with my company, it's $357. So it's a good value. They should should hop on. Tell them to connect with me.
I will remind them of that. And the puppet master behind the scenes. Thank you for putting our names up on screen. I almost forgot who I was.
Well, mine's flashed up and like I don't see anybody's name.
And now it's gone.
Because it's a button he's got to turn on and off.
Okay.
So,
but I mean that's cool.
Yeah, right. It gives him something to do back there.
Look, he can hit a button. We're so proud.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Now there's a fire sale.
Right.
It's one of those cheap carpet commercials.
Holy Lord!
Oh my gosh!
So, what's up, Izzy? So, well, Peyton, let's jump into the first one. This should be interesting to see how this plays out.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Peyton, who's our producer behind the scenes, came up with this idea.
Why did we give him any creative content?
I don't know.
So nervous.
So and Ariel, just play along with us.
You got it.
Oh, whenever you're ready, Peyton.
You gonna get punched in the mouth for any of this?
You have no mic there, Peyton.
Muted, but yeah.
All right, guess the Facebook poster. That's what this is. So I've taken posts from LinkedIn accounts, from Facebook accounts from you guys. I'm going to zoom in really close on a piece of the picture, and y'all are going to have to guess who.
You didn't go back to like 2009, did
I
you?
went back as far as
Ariel
y'all
in
had
2009 was mortifying.
Ariel, I do have to say, I don't
Way to go. Way to piss off the guest.
Okay.
But starting off strong, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I already know the picture.
I know this. This is Stevie. This is one of those pictures.
Yes.
So this was actually at the Ronald McDonald House. They were doing a huge promotion. And
yeah, look at Donnie's hair back then.
Yeah.
So less gray.
Oh my gosh.
And more of it.
So Izzy, I didn't see it. So, but yeah, at the promotion, I didn't even tell Ronald to do. I just walked up and said, "Hey, Ronald, can I get a picture with you?" And he instantly just put his hand over my mouth with his dirty ass.
That guy must be a psychic,
right? Yeah, he knew you. Reputation proceeds.
Right.
For sure.
Next, here we go.
Loading. A new photo.
Wow. We went back to old school games. Oh,
it's gotta be
God. This is definitely mine.
Wait. Is that Bernie pre-O?
No.
Look at that.
Right before my brother's wedding.
Wow.
Bernie in a hotel room with two other dudes.
That's way too close.
That's good stuff. That's as far out as the picture goes. He was really close to that one.
I was, yeah.
That's a bad porn film waiting to happen.
Trying to take this photo, Bernie, or is this one of those mistake things where you push the button without meaning to?
Yeah, no, it was not. It was on purpose.
Oh,
yeah, Bernie, you got Bernie, you got to learn how to lie, man.
Well, even if he took the picture by accident, he still posted it. So
right.
There's some real questionable judgment all the way around at this.
I don't get why dudes won't smile. You're such a smiley person. You gotta smile.
Yeah, I don't know. I was probably not happy about something at the moment.
I was told
to wanted to memorialize that by taking a photo.
My brother looks really happy in the background, though.
Which one was he?
In the vest, yeah.
The one smiling?
Yep.
Yeah, well, good. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the transition to the next photo. There it is.
Wow. I mean, this new tech, I'm telling you. I mean,
it's bringing back memories.
It
looks like
mascot for maybe a baseball game. Looks like that's the best I've ever looked.
Oh my god.
Oklahoma City. Oh, that's the Oklahoma City Dodgers.
Really?
And their mascots and three
Keith's kids.
Oh, that's okay.
Why did it take you that long to remember that was your
Listen, I don't remember those mascots, but the kid in the middle is Cole Scott, and he is actually a chef at an Italian restaurant up in Louisville. And Lyle and I went yesterday to a spaghetti dinner for a charity event because he's going to Italy for 2 weeks for culinary school.
Nice.
So there was 300 people that registered to go to this brunch yesterday, put on by the chef where he works, and he's now like 6'1". So
that's awesome.
It was awesome to see him. That's really cool.
Bringing back memories.
Great.
Right.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
And that was the mom and dad, those three kids on photo.
Oh, this is me because that's my friend Talitha, so I know that.
Well, she looks more serious than
Bernie. With my shark earrings. Gotta love it.
Oh,
Judging
fun.
a dance contest.
Wait,
is that what that is?
Zoom back into those shark earrings.
Yes, zoom into those shark earrings. Look at those.
Oh my gosh. Looks like a giant wave.
I'm not even gonna reply on what I think those are.
Looks like a ski slope. Actually, it looks like something about Mary.
We already did that last time. It does not need a replay.
Do those vibrate?
If you're lucky. Anyway.
Okay. Is there more to the story you want to tell, Stevie, or you want?
No. Judging a dance.
She's like,
contest,
move
man,
along.
Wow, that was.
They look very serious.
Yes, I was very serious. Can you imagine?
Nice.
All right, wait 5 seconds. We're loading.
Hey man, it takes a while for me to switch these things over.
Oh yeah, is that what it is? That looks like Donnie's farm.
Yeah. That can't be anything of mine. That's too nice of a place growing up.
I don't know who this is.
hey.
Oh shit, that was me when I was paragliding.
Wow.
Wait, it looks like you're playing volleyball instead.
I know.
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be like a Top Gun volleyball moment, but it was not.
Yeah, no,
I don't know,
absolutely
like,
not.
Nobody's saying anything. Like, how do you not know you were on a beach one time?
Were they using your mustache as like the kite? I mean,
That was pre-stash, man. That was at least a decade ago.
Let's never go back there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scrolling. Mustache is a little creepy.
Scrolling through your old Facebook photos was rough, man.
Thanks, Peyton.
Wow.
So was it fun?
Did
you
enjoy
enjoy
your
it?
job back, Peyton?
Yeah, it was a good time. I don't really remember it. I think I was drunk at the time.
Okay, got
Where
it.
were you?
That was in Bali.
Nice.
Yeah, that was in Bali for my honeymoon.
Wow.
Looks like it's in Galveston.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, that's not the most luxurious looking beach. Like that's not what comes to my mind when I think Bali. But
Not sure I want to go to Bali now.
I mean, it was his honeymoon. That's all they could afford. Let's not beat the guy up too much.
Well, I just thought maybe she had already had the wheels changed and she was already trying to get rid of him. Punched a hole. That was the end.
Smart girl.
Nice.
Pac-Man coming.
That's Scott and Jill.
Who posted it?
Well, that's our kids on the picnic tail.
Yeah,
back there too.
Yep.
Who posted it?
Wesley, Lila, and I don't know who that is.
So that's a long time ago.
Oh.
Oh,
Look at that good looking dude.
wow. That head takes up the whole camera.
Yeah, it does.
So Peyton, let me just guess real quick. You went and got a picture of your soon-to-be sister-in-law's ass by my water bottle. Why would you pick that picture?
I can mute him. I can kick him.
So is Peyton family?
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
At this
Peyton-
Oh my
point.
god!
Peyton is-
Okay, I didn't.
Peyton is dating our middle niece.
Oh, awesome!
She's blind
And
and deaf.
and he's our favorite lesbian. It's great. So,
Oh my
I'll put
gosh.
that in underneath my name whenever I show
Your
names
bio.
later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lesbian.
can
Yeah,
you do away with
Ariel,
the freaking 10,000
Ariel-
pounds a head? I mean,
Can you imagine a boy dating one of our nieces and what the
I
hell
was
he's
gonna
gotta go
say,
through?
are you not like he's clearly doing very well? Because I think I would be terrified. Like I would,
Oh,
he's
I would
had-
try to
trust me,
distance myself.
we've run boys off in tears.
He's like I said, he's probably one in 300 that hasn't run away yet.
Yeah.
I'm past it.
Well,
These guys are
kudos,
nothing now.
Peyton. That's an
Thanks.
accomplishment.
Oh, he knows how to dish it back now.
Yeah.
A
something like
valuable life skill.
that. Yeah. I don't
You
know. I'd
better
rather
have
not
thick
have to
skin.
dish it out against Donnie and
You
Keith.
could write a book, How to Brush Back the Bovine Boys.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll leave that to you.
Oh,
Wow.
That was an interesting title right there.
Yeah,
nailed it.
That
Brush back, he said.
he did. And I was like, it took me a minute to be like, did you just say
All right,
what
can
I
we-
think you just
Can we
said?
get my fat head off the TV, please?
okay.
I was gonna say, I
We'll
don't
go to
know
the
who
next one.
posted it, but they owe Keith an apology. It's flattering in that picture. Like nobody is looking their best right there.
God bless Ariel Lee.
Oh. Okay, so I don't remember a lot about this night because there was a lot of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wine. We came home with whole bags and buckets
Well,
of wine.
You
It was a
couldn't
lot
have
of
drank
wine.
that much if you were taking some home.
There's a bag of it. She's got a bottle of it.
I know. And then we were staying at that hotel, so there was more already upstairs. No, this was awesome. If you ever want like to do a wine thing, this was the Grapevine wine tour where you get on the bus from the hotel and it takes you to all the wineries, so you get more and more drunk, and then it drops you back off.
Yeah,
Where
that
is
sounds like a
it?
good time to me.
Grapevine,
I know, right?
Texas.
Oh,
It's
okay.
great. We
Right by
loved
the
it.
airport.
We had a blast. Such a good
Too
time.
funny.
Yeah. And we all worked together. So it was all work stories and all the things. And yeah, we had like the whole bus to ourselves. It was epic. That was a great weekend. What I remember of it, that was a great weekend.
All right. That's all my photos.
Oh, nice, Peyton. That was fun.
Hey, good
That
job.
was terrible. That was terrible.
Oh my gosh, only because of the photos he chose of you. I mean, pay him more money next time.
How do we get him? How do we get him off camera now? He's scaring
The
people.
more you pay me, I'll get you better pictures.
There you go.
Nice. Well, let's kick it over to the next segment. Peyton, if you got to load it up.
Hey, did he forget about the guest interview?
That's he got it down a little bit further in his show. We'll get there.
Oh, he does. Okay. Hey,
Screw the guest interview.
Yeah, right.
I am so excited for this segment.
I love this.
We're so excited for our guest. We're going to push you to the bottom.
I'm here for it.
Oh, shit. I got to go get my Florida man stuff.
Okay, I got one.
Come on.
I got one. So I did the whole thing. Peyton talked about like doing the one that's on your birthday. So on my birthday, a Florida man was ticketed after eating pancakes in the middle of an intersection. And the picture, like I wish y'all could see the picture. He's literally like, he has a little TV tray from like the 70s set up in the crosswalk with his pancakes and his syrup and his cup of coffee.
Wow.
And he just ate breakfast there. I'm like, man, that's awesome. Oh,
good for him.
Florida man is great. Love
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Hey, I didn't know it was a ticketable offense to eat pancakes on a crosswalk.
I've got a headline.
Okay.
That says Florida man on drugs kills imaginary friend and then turns himself in.
You serious?
And in the mugshot, that says you can see remorse in his eyes. Poor guy.
Florida man parks smart car in kitchen so it won't blow away.
Oh,
He
wow.
literally drove his smart car into his dining room.
Not a bad idea.
Not a very smart car.
Right?
They're so teeny. I mean, yeah,
They are.
I mean, they could kind of fit in your kitchen if you're honest.
Totally.
I mean, those little the kids' little tight cars are just barely smaller than those smart cars. Like
They
it's
really are. They
Right
really
there.
are.
I mean, we gotta think about the door to the kitchen's got to be like a
like a
French
double
doors or
French
something,
door.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it opens to like a back patio. It is Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
This is 2 days ago. Florida man hacked doctor's prescription accounts, wrote bogus orders to fund lavish lifestyle.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Smart.
I mean, when I worked for Cardinal Health in St. Louis, we had a pharmacist that was selling drugs out the front door and the back.
That's so sad.
Was making a killing off Oxycontin until he got
bet.
caught.
This next one, I don't know if it's sad or if it's going to be like funny or not, but it says Miami man arrested in Chicago with no arms for attempted stabbing.
I shouldn't laugh.
how did he hold the knife?
So does he have it in his
so many
mouth?
questions.
And he's like, you know,
I thought
How
it
did
was
they handcuff him? How'd they handcuff him? Leave the how did he stab the guy alone, but how did he get picked up?
yeah. Hang on. There's a thing here. A homeless Florida man with no arms has been charged with stabbing a Chicago tourist. Miami Beach says 46-year-old Jonathan Crenshaw held a pair of scissors with his feet and stabbed in the chest just after midnight on Tuesday.
Did they handcuff his ankles?
That is impressive.
This says he's known for painting pictures with his feet on the Miami boardwalk.
Oh, so he's like extra skilled with the
Yeah.
feet.
Mm.
Wow.
I have a good birthday one, and I'm sad. Like I'm gonna watch the video later because I'm really curious. So it says surveillance footage from a hardware store in Mims, Florida, taken on February 6th, shows a man accused of shoplifting by stuffing a crossbow down the front of his pants. I don't know if you guys do the crossbow thing, but like they're not
Yeah, not small.
not really
Want to put
pocket size and
sharp-
dangerous.
I mean, are there arrows? Sharp and
I
pointy
mean,
near your
I
junk
think-
does not sound good.
There are some that fold up so you can like shove it down one leg, maybe.
Maybe.
As long as you don't fold up anything in them.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. Even if there's no arrows, there's lots of very tensely wound strings or whatever.
That could be a stinger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to watch the video.
Oh, so I did
right.
my birthday one just to find one. Says Florida man accused of trapping ex-mom inside fold-out couch.
Hold on, ex-mom.
Wait.
Ex's mom. Ex's mom.
Ex's mom. I was like,
Apostrophes matter. Apostrophes matter.
In a fold-up couch.
Fold-out couch.
That's a strategy.
So like a futon.
I like
we stuff her in the futon and then we.
Yeah, like big ass metal freaking frame, fold up
Yes.
heads. Yeah.
There was probably enough food in there and snacks in there to keep.
She was fine.
She was fine.
She was fine.
Probably made about 37 cents.
All right, here's one. Florida man wearing nothing but cowboy hat attacks woman with a machete, says the police.
Oh, it was Donnie on a weekend.
Police said he asked her for a crack pipe, but when she said she didn't have it, he chased her with the machete.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't
Wow. Oh, yeah. Well,
you? Can't blame the guy for that.
Interesting.
Oh my God! Here's a Florida man drives a stolen truck to Space Force Base to warn of battle between aliens and dragons.
I hope they
aliens
listened.
and dragons.
Yeah, I hope they listened.
He was arrested and charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle. But yeah, dragons and aliens. He wanted to warn the Space Force about them.
Okay.
Florida men.
That was the reason for stealing the truck.
Florida men, one dressed in a bull onesie, attempt to burn down a house with ragu sauce.
What is a bull onesie?
There are a lot of elements of that story.
Right? A
Yeah.
onesie is like the pajama onesie.
Right.
Like
Right.
a
Oh, it was a
did
bull.
you say a
Bull.
bull? Like
Bull.
a bull?
Onesie.
Bull onesie.
But how would the ragu have burnt down the house?
Well, it was probably
I'm
red. He
very
probably thought it was
confused.
on fire.
Oh, they were trying to make it look like it was left on the stove. Doubled oiled.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm picturing him like throwing ragu.
Yeah,
Like he was down gasoline and then try to light it.
I swear that's fire. That's fire.
Flammable.
Wow.
Oh, terrible.
All right, here's another one. Police say a Florida man with no arms and no legs is armed and on the run.
They did. Are you serious? Does it say that?
That's what he says. Police warn the public, saying this man was armed and on the run.
So
Armed
if
and
he
on the
tosses
run.
you, if he tosses you a gun from his mouth, don't shoot anybody.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
There's
How-
been a,
okay,
like a trend.
how
of
is he
no
running?
arms.
Right.
Yeah, how is he running?
Not quickly.
Yeah.
Does he got like a little scooter? And he blows into a tube or something?
Wow.
What?
Peyton, let's move on to the next one. This is
how-
gonna go.
On
Yeah. This is gonna go
You
south.
do Florida man for days.
Oh, I'm very.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like that was like a Rorschach test. Like, what do you see in the blobs? I saw toast. I'm hungry.
I saw
Oh my
toast.
gosh.
But
I'm just saying, Peyton's way better at this canvas stuff than you were, Donnie. Like,
So on to the interview.
nobody's better than Donnie at anything.
Right. See,
Oh
now we're
my
learning.
oh
God.
Now
gosh,
we're-
fire her. That's
Listen,
no.
we
no.
have
You can't fire
we
me.
have
I'm a
never-
guest.
We have never in the history of this show muted the guest, but this might be a first.
This might be the first time.
Oh, goodness.
Ariel, you're a doll. Thanks for hanging out. with
You
us,
are
guys.
so welcome. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh,
So when Donnie was talking about the one fan, you just found out who it was.
Yeah.
finally, I got somebody. So I'm curious why the hell you are not a full-on LinkedIn coach at this point. I mean, what are you at? Like 10 billion followers and
No.
freaking you put out a post and like the entire world shows up to comment and engage
Oh.
on it crazy.
Gosh,
Um,
no. I really, really love my day job. I have a good one and really enjoys it. And it kind of like is one of those things that fills my cup and doesn't feel like work. And that's a good solution. And to my 14 years in the car business where I definitely did not feel like that. And also I really don't enjoy LinkedIn coaching because I do it sometimes. If somebody's like beating my door down and wants to give me money, I will do it. But I don't like it because people don't listen. Like I don't know. I was not made to be a teacher. So like I do the Zooms for the people that work for my company. And really the reason for that, like, it's not some altruistic thing, but I get lots of individual phone calls, emails, Teams messages like, hey, how are you doing this? And so I funnel all of those people to 1 hour on Friday rather than having 10 or 15 individual conversations a week. But when I have people that are outside of my company and they pay me, we go through, I discuss my strategy for probably a half an hour. And then do some specific like advice things tailored to them, their profile, their activity, like things that I see that they could improve. And it very rarely gets implemented. And so that bums me out. Like it just is not, it's not a passion for me. I am very passionate about LinkedIn and so it's so funny. This is a small world moment. I was in a LinkedIn audio room on Wednesday with the Optima Blue group that Andy Foote runs. And somebody asked like why I wouldn't be in the room on Thursday. I said, I'm going to be in an airport. I'm on my way to New Orleans for the All Summer Summit. And somebody in that room was like, oh my gosh, my husband's going to be there. So she's actually an Optima Blue member with me. Shout out to Carrie Saylor if she watches this. But so anyway, her husband and I spent time hanging out while we were there because we were both part of the South Carolina contingent, even though they live in Charlotte, but we let him hang out with our group. But he was talking about how much he hates LinkedIn and how it's so dry and bland and he just doesn't enjoy spending time there. So I am passionate. Like I want everybody to know that there is a side of LinkedIn that is fun and entertaining and really just thrives on genuine connection, not like buttoning up and being pompous and full of yourself.
Yeah, but it takes a while to get to that side of LinkedIn.
It's a while to get to that side, and you have
Johnny
to.
hasn't found it yet. He's still pompous and full of.
Oh, stop. No, but it's hard to. So not only does it take a while to find it, but I know that it's there. It exists. I live there. But you have to be meticulous about grooming your feed so that you don't sink back into that other area, because I used to be really, really diligent about it. And I have slacked lately because just life, right? Like I have slightly less bandwidth than I did this time 3 or 4 years ago. And so I'm finding that I'm enjoying the time I'm spending less because every other post is some sort of templated sales advice or LinkedIn advice. And it's just so like, blah, have an original thought. I'm just, so I get it when people aren't passionate about it, but it really makes me sad because of the way that I have like so truly found my people in a way that I never had before. I spent my whole adult life being told, you're too much, you should be quieter, and wow,
so you and I we share that.
But so, I mean, it's really empowering when you find an audience, and, it's just unfortunate for me that like small town South Carolina did not embrace me in a way that made me feel loved and accepted. But it turns out a global audience, there's plenty of people who can appreciate and embrace me for who I am. So
how many followers do you have now?
Well, so it's funny. And I don't know if you guys experienced this, but about 6 months ago, there was like a purge. LinkedIn decided that they were going to get rid of dormant and bot accounts.
All the Asian hookers that keep reaching out to me.
Well, and so you can't control who follows you, right? Like, it's not like I asked for these weird accounts to follow me and I would notice it. I'm like, why are there people following me that have no followers, people that have no activity?
She's talking to you, Bernie.
Yeah.
No, stop. But so I noticed it, and the uptick in followers over the previous 3 years was insane. I mean, like between 50 to 150 a day. And it was just a really quick rise. It got up to about 65,000. And then the purge hit me. And so now I'm down around 50. And I was talking to my friend Leah Turner, who, like, if you guys don't follow her, she's the best. She's 100 times greater than anything I could ever do. But But I was talking to her and I was like, I think the LinkedIn gods knew that like my ego would be a little bit hurt if it dropped below 50. So it literally took me to like 50,500 and then just hung out there. But that was 6 months ago. And I feel like there's a rolling deletion of these accounts because I'm only picking up 5 to 10 new friends a day now, which seems like a more reasonable number. But
how long do you think it took you to get there to that 65,000?
So it was, I mean, the rise was a little bit meteoric once it got started. But I tell people all the time that my engagement, which is what matters way more than the number of followers that you have, my engagement was actually way better when I had like 2,500 followers than it is now. And my business was stronger. And that's, I don't know if you guys saw me say this, because I'm sure Donnie laughed because I'm like the laziest human ever. So I run my business with no outbound. I don't send outbound messages. I'm very responsive. I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. If you message me, I will immediately respond. But I do not initiate. I'm not. And part of that is because I'm very cognizant of the fact that people in my industry are kind of a pain in the butt. They are very like cold messaging, cold sales pitch. And I want people to know that I'm not that. But my business was stronger earlier on because I feel like people are, and I try to show up in a very, like, I don't feel like I'm an intimidating person. But a lot of the messages that I get now are like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to message you for so long. Or when I reply, they say, oh my God, I can't believe you wrote back. Like, I'm not a real person. It's so bizarre. And so I've started this campaign and I'm really sucking at it because it's hard for me. But like people who view my profile that I think might make good friends or potential future clients. So like not the Chinese Estee Lauder employees, right? But people who view my profile have been trying to reach out and either send a connection request or send a message and just say, hey, I saw you pop by. Let me know if I can ever do anything for you. But yeah, so my impact was greater, both in terms of engagement on the platform and for my business, when I had less followers. So that's kind of a funky transition that happens. But it's been good to me. I truly can't complain.
Maybe you should need to do what I do and just post baby goats, and that always adds a follower. I mean,
yes.
The content doesn't do it, but by God, putting a picture of baby goat and it's over.
If I had a baby goat handy, I would. I'm not.
I know a guy who sells them.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I know a guy. He has plenty.
I do. I have an acre, but I don't have a fence, and so it would be a challenge to hang out with a baby.
Hey,
goat.
one more question for you, because I know a lot of people ask me this all the time. What's the biggest mistake people make on LinkedIn?
Being self-centered, being overly concerned about themselves and how many.
She's talking to you, Donnie.
No, not at
all. I'm growing so damn slow.
It really is. Because that's everybody's number one thing. Like, especially the people who do what I do. They're like, oh, well, what should I post? And when should I post? And how should I post? And why should I post? And I'm like, nobody cares what you have to say. So you have to sort of get,
the best quote of the day.
You have to build the feed cred, I call it, to where you're a persistent, positive face on the platform. And then once you're recognizable as a supportive person, then people do care what you have to say. I think like 99% of what I have to say is garbage, honestly. Like, it's not well thought out. It's very casual, because that's my style. But it's not like it's content that really takes a lot of work. It's just simply like I'm aiming to start the most amount of conversations that I possibly can. But so it's not you have to truly enter into every day, but it's just like networking, right? Like we talk about in Success Champions, that if you are only showing up because you're concerned about yourself and how many clients you can get, you're not going to be successful. You have to really and truly be in it for the right reasons to make connections with people. Yeah. LinkedIn is a networking platform. You have to look at it from a networking perspective, and karma is a real thing. And so you have to earn those eyeballs, and that takes a lot of hard work. And I think that's probably why my engagement is less now than it was, because when I was starting, like people who start out doing what I do used to literally knock on doors for 10 hours a day. And I never got the chance to do that because of COVID. Never got the chance. Like, I'm super bummed about it. But anyway, I spent my door knocking hours on LinkedIn, and I would leave 75 to 100 comments a day supporting the other people around me and making sure that, I'm sure you guys know this, but maybe somebody watching doesn't, but like every comment that you leave puts your face and your headline on the feed. And so it's not just content that matters. It's how you show up. And that matters. And I think a lot of people truly underestimate the importance of that activity outside of just what you're sharing, what you're posting.
Yeah, and I'm sure, just like you said, the comments right now, I'm getting more followers from commenting than I am from the posts themselves.
Totally.
Yeah,
totally.
Well, it's engagement. That's a lot of what he said, right? It's all about engagement.
100%.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. We'll keep hanging out with us. We're gonna freaking keep playing these crazy ass games and stuff because it's Monday and you need a good kick in the ass to.
We have no idea what's coming up next, so play along with us.
Oh, this should be fun. So
these intros are so much better than when Donnie did them. I'm just saying. And
Stevie's been fired. So Ariel, we're looking for a female role on the Mondays. So I had some fun. I had to actually go back. Stevie's keychain.
Wait, what movie was that?
I don't remember the movie that
what was the plot of that movie? something in an airport, maybe.
So I'm gonna start this one off with a movie that a lot of you probably haven't heard of, but it's The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Anybody ever heard this?
No.
It actually got Uma Thurman, Robin Williams. So this is now remember, I'm a huge fantasy guy. So this is going to go back to an old school fantasy style movie. Robin Williams plays a king whose head detaches in like space and flies around. Uma Thurman plays a goddess of Hades. It's insane.
What's the last two words of that title?
Baron. So look like Munchausen, Ausen. So Munchausen. I first saw this.
Mom had Munchausen syndrome.
Yeah, did she really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I found this movie back when I was living in St. Louis, and I rented it from the library. So
when did it come out?
I don't have the date on it.
That had to be in the late 90s. Well, he lived in St. Louis in the mid
1988.
88.
Wow.
So,
that is one I've never heard of.
I've got a couple more. I guarantee it.
So, one of my favorite movies of all time stars Jeff Daniels, Timothy, the guy that played on Morgan Freeman in the jail movie.
Oh,
Shawshank. Yeah, Timothy, whatever his last name is, the tall white dude.
Yep.
And then Joan Cusack is also in the movie. It's called Arlington Road.
Oh, Arlington Road's a great movie.
Yeah, you've seen it because I told you to watch it.
Yeah.
But Arlington Road is one of those movies that at the end of the movie you're gonna go, holy shit. Right? Like when you get those movies that are like a little mysterious and you don't see it coming, it's pretty freaking amazing. So if you get a chance, go find Arlington Road and watch it. You'll thank me later.
Okay, nice. Bernie, what you got?
So probably not so off the beaten path, but I thought it was a great movie. Memento, back in early 2000s.
Oh yeah, Memento was good.
One of the first movies I ever saw, just in the way that it was filmed, kind of the story went backwards. I had to watch it 2 or 3 times to really get it, but I thought it was fantastic. Guy Ritchie, Carrie Ann Moss, Joe Pantoliano.
You can't go wrong with Guy Ritchie, man.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, so I got it on my list now.
Oh yeah, you'll love it, Keith. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. So I tried to think specifically of ones y'all wouldn't know, not necessarily that nobody would know. So playing my teeny boppy girl card, Teen Witch in the 80s.
Teen Witch.
Teen Witch. It's about a teenage girl who finds out she's a witch, and then she does things to get the popular guy. It's awesome, and there's an epic dance scene in it, and it's so good. And the soundtrack is wonderful. So, Teen Witch. There you go.
I'm gonna throw out. I'm trying to play between a couple. I know one that I'll stump you guys on, but I'll throw out Smoking Aces. Have you guys seen that?
Familiar.
Yeah, Smoking Aces is
I know it
fantastic.
though.
It's a fucking shoot 'em up movie. God, it's one of the better shoot 'em up, almost Guy Ritchie style of movie. All right, so if you guys heard that one, what about Time Bandits? Time Bandits has Sean Connery, John Cleese.
What?
It's
I
one of
think
the
I've
most.
seen it, but
Yep.
I haven't watched it.
It's one of the most famous little people movies of all time because the main characters in the movie are all little people, and they're actually talking about remaking it, but not using little people. There's a huge freaking union war with the production of it because they're talking about using full size actors versus little people to play the roles. But
Now I gotta go watch Time Bandits.
but it's all fantasy. They actually have a map that allows them to time travel to different things, and they're solving all this stuff. It's actually really, really, really well done with Sean. Now you got to remember, this is gonna be back once again back in the '80s. So old school.
Speaking of little people, have you seen Station Agent?
No, I want to see that one though. That's
it's Peter Dinklage.
Dinklage. I've heard
completely
that's really
different
good.
movie than what he's ever made before. So it's it's weird movie, but it's actually pretty good.
That's awesome.
Anything with Dinklage, I love Dinklage. So
He's great. He really is. Yeah.
I've got a whole bunch more of you guys.
Okay, so I have one.
Come on.
So my mother's favorite movie is called Rare Exports. It's a Christmas movie. You ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, it's weird. It's not in English. I forget if it's Norway or Sweden or whatever.
Let me guess. If it's a Christmas movie, it's where the girl finds a guy.
No,
and it ends up being a prince.
It's my mother's.
They buy a hardware store.
Not my favorite movie.
Wait, I just did a Google of the movie poster is a bunch of people holding guns. Like
what?
You can't make this shit up. Hold on. Like, and she said this is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. Look, Santa's
Rare
in the cage. That's the point.
Why is Santa in a cage?
So it is about.
Are they exporting Santa?
They export Santa.
Wow.
All right, now I actually have to go watch this.
And they crate them out and they send them places.
You made Ariel leave.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, Ariel doesn't have an administrative person, and so when my doorbell goes off, but it was just my UPS guy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably a private copy of Rare Exports.
They heard us talking.
So now
Sorry,
my
Santa.
mom has us watch it every single Christmas.
Oh wow.
It is her
That's a
favorite.
thing.
So you need to watch it. It's something everybody should experience once.
And you guys watch it every year.
Yeah, we do. We do. And then we invite friends over who haven't seen it because really it's no longer interesting for us to watch it, but it's really interesting to watch other people watch it. Right? Like just watching their experience is epic.
That's awesome.
What about The Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li?
Yes.
Jackie Chan plays a drunken monk. Oh, it is
So
phenomenal. One of the better fantasy movies out there.
Yeah.
And there's a ridiculous fight scene between Jackie and Jet Li. One of the best choreographed, what do they call the wire fighting that they do? Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh, that's
Seen that one, but it's been a while. I have the worst memory for movies. So the only movies that I can concretely remember are childhood, drilled in. So I'm terrible. I would, if I didn't know this was coming, I would have asked my husband, hey, what's a movie that we've watched and enjoyed that people wouldn't know about? But I can't remember names.
Oh,
well, he doesn't have a phone. You can text him.
Well, he's doing stuff. He renovates bathrooms for a living. He's probably knee deep in grout and his fingers are dirty.
Wait, he's renovating bathrooms. He's knee deep in what?
Grout. Whatever. I don't know. What is it?
We were going with a different word.
Oh, okay.
Go with
Go with grout.
Go with grout.
Yeah, definitely.
Stick with grout.
Have you guys seen the old movie Legend with Tom
Legend.
Cruise?
Oh,
I want to say that I have.
It is one
What's
of
it
the. It's so Tom Cruise plays almost like a knight or something, but he's taking on Tim Curry. Plays the devil.
sounds familiar.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is wicked. Phenomenal, old school. A unicorn is stolen, killed. I forget.
Killed, I think.
Killed. Great movie.
Listen, I got 5 movies written down. I love this segment.
Jason and the Argonauts.
I tried to start watching that one.
Where do you find these movies? Like, what are you doing to find these?
I literally go and search for fantasy movies just to find things I've never seen before.
Fair.
So Jason and the Argonauts is very much like the old school gods. What's the famous one with the
He goes on Netflix and goes to Never Ending Story and says titles like
Movies
this.
like this.
I wasn't gonna. I mean, if you haven't seen Never Ending Story, we just can't be friends.
No,
I
you gotta watch it. It's
Yeah.
the price.
What's funny is I watched it a couple years ago again, and it was almost nothing like I remembered.
Yeah.
Like it was
It is
such
weird how
terrible,
growing up, it was
terrible,
like
terrible.
fantasy. You were
Yeah.
like into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Now you can see all the
It was
bad.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such terrible AI and stuff. Oh,
Honey,
no,
did
it's
you
fair.
watch Labyrinth when you were
Oh
young?
my God!
That
Yeah,
was
Elizabeth-
one of
wow,
my
yeah.
Elizabeth can
favorite-
quote the entire movie front to
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
that was one of my favorite.
So
things.
good.
What about Adventureland? Oh, come
Is that the
on!
zombie one?
Yes.
Yeah.
with
Yes.
Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson
Yeah.
and the guy that played the Facebook guy.
Yep.
All right. So one for the ladies. Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yes.
Yep, I've seen
Oh,
that.
I read
fucking-
the book.
the book is
Okay.
way better.
Oh
but
yeah.
phenomenal freaking movie. So that takes it through my list. So I want to see some of you guys watch The Adventures of Baron Munchausen and Time Bandits because it is so not y'all style of movie. It's just a 1980s freaking fantasy shit.
I love it. Well, I've added them all to my list, so we're gonna be
Mhm.
watching them all.
Nice.
Movie for the ladies.
I was waiting for you to go chick flick, Stevie. I'm like, I can play this game.
Well, my two, so mine are kind of chick flicky that are like my favorite movies of all time. Have you seen Selena?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yes,
I
yeah.
love Selena.
We're in
And
Texas, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, I
around
mean
here.
it's
Yeah.
kind of a requirement.
and fried green tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Up there with
Dude.
Steel Magnolias.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or what's the other one? The Bridges one, the Bridges of Madison County.
British
Yeah.
and
I've
Madison
never
County.
seen that one.
Yeah.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh,
You guys seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
yes.
yeah.
Fucking Guy Ritchie.
Great
man.
movie.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Great.
I-
love it.
Have you seen The Irishman?
I got halfway
Ooh.
through it. That movie's so long.
It is long.
Oh,
but-
that's so good. It
yeah,
is so
The
good.
Irish.
Oh, I know a movie that everybody's heard of, but I haven't seen. I get this reaction all the time. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No.
Oh, yeah.
My movie like that is Avatar. I haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show either. I've
Aren't
never
you the
seen
one?
Avatar.
You've never seen Harry Potter either, right?
No, I definitely.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a huge Harry Potter
Oh, it's
nerd.
Liam that hadn't seen it.
Liam hasn't seen Harry Potter, and Leah has never seen Star Wars. And so there,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
That shit
operate
crazy.
life.
Have you
Okay.
guys seen The Gentleman?
Nope.
Ooh, another Guy
don't
Ritchie,
know.
fucking
Yeah, I
rad
don't know.
movie.
Wait, gentlemen, is that about the London Secret Society of like
No.
the CIA?
No, The Gentleman has.
You're thinking
Or
of
is that
Kingsman.
Matthew McConaughey and
No, yes. Matthew
Yes, yeah,
McConaughey's
yeah.
in there, and
yeah,
the other guys.
The Gentleman? You have to go watch.
Yeah, it's one of the best movies
It's
out there.
phenomenal. Matthew McConaughey is a drug kingpin that wants
Yep.
out, and he's going to sell his business,
Yeah,
and that's how the movie starts. And you just got to go watch the whole thing.
Freaking
Good.
Snatch is another good one by Guy Ritchie. If you haven't
What
seen,
about have you seen Revolver, Donnie?
ooh, I don't know. Is that Guy
It's
Ritchie?
Guy Ritchie. Yeah. Yeah, I have not seen it, but my girlfriend texted me and she's watching the show right now. She's like, ask Donnie if she's seen Revolver.
No, I haven't. I'll have to go check that one out. I
Yeah,
love Guy
they
Ritchie
should.
stuff.
No.
Yeah, I've never seen part 2 or part 3.
They're not worth
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I can only watch the first one.
It's like
Yeah,
watching
it-
Rambo 7.
Now those I'll watch every single one because it's sliced alone
Oh my god.
every single time.
There's another
my
movie.
feel good movies are Rocky. Like if I'm sick and sitting down all day and just in the dumps, I will watch every single Rocky movie back to back.
For me, it's Godfather.
I love Godfather and Goodfellas. Those are like my comfort.
Yeah. I'll watch the first 2 Godfathers. It takes almost 5-6 hours.
Yep.
Such a great lesson in keeping your mouth shut.
Have you learned it then? Or
Rocky 47 with his face. Nice.
Oh,
have you guys seen Rock and Rolla?
No.
Another Guy Ritchie, but it's got what the fuck's his name? Hold on. With Gerard Butler and Tom Hardy.
What?
Yeah, Rock and Rolla, Rolla. It's one of his better ones, but it's one of his less known ones. Back in 2008.
Julie Tromley. She's talking about all the John Hughes.
80s John Hughes movies.
16 Candles. And...
Yes. All of them. Pretty in Pink. Let's do them all. I'm down.
Yeah. Actually, my favorite one was the Corey
Breakfast
Haim
Club.
and Corey.
No,
Corey Haim and the Lucas. Was it Lucas?
Oh yeah.
Where the guy is Donnie's stunt double, Corey Haim, when he's younger. Go find a picture of Donnie when he was younger and Corey Haim in that movie called Lucas, and they're like twins.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So it is hilarious that Lucas, his best friend, is like the captain of the football team, and Lucas is a 12-pound dork.
Yeah.
But he's got a hot sister. But he's got a hot sister, so it helps.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good one.
Nice. Well, let's wrap this week up with announcements and things upcoming. Miss Stevie, what do you got, crazy lady?
I have a webinar this week, and then real thing right now is Putnam County Spelling Bee performances are in 3 weeks.
Nice.
So we're in the thick of that right now in rehearsals.
Oh, I got to get you artwork for that since we're sponsoring that.
Yes, you do. I've messaged you.
Well, yeah, I've ignored you.
I know. Like you do.
I'm shocked.
Right.
Amen.
So,
shocked. Yeah.
February 23rd, I'll be in Bethesda, Maryland for the Champion Summit there. So, and then the Badass Business Summit's coming September 18th to the 20th. So,
does the Maryland State Police know you're coming?
I mean,
the National Guard's been forewarned.
Gosh.
Hey, just a heads up at the summit. Looks like we're gonna do a really big, badass freaking LinkedIn get together with some of the biggest names that you guys know on the platform, all coming to hang out here in Texas. So y'all stand by for more details on that as we continue to put that together.
Ariel, you should be lucky that your quote made it up there today, because
thank God.
Peyton did
You
this.
feel very special.
The first quote
Last week
was
not
very
worth mentioning.
was not very kid friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all over the place. Well, Ariel, thank you, love, for hanging out with us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Yeah, it was
Always
great seeing you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we do this every Monday. We always have a surprise guest. You never know who's coming on. And it looks like we had the largest
Next week
audience.
it might be me.
Yeah.
Next week, Peyton will find the mute button and the camera button and turn that shit off. See, just like that.
Ta-da!
That's awesome. Well, you guys go have a badass week. Be the champion of your success. Stay out of trouble. Love you. Mean it. See you. Bye.
See you guys.
See ya.
Dun, 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 dun.